Greetings to my team of 144 and all Starseeds, Lightworkers, and Wayshowers. Hope you're having a beautiful 4-4 portal opening today. Today is another grand portal opening. The waves are coming on full force. I know many of you out there are feeling it today and in the last couple of weeks. I know today it was another day of being in an altered state, almost as if I was the witness to what was going on in my life. More purging going on. Some of the last, deepest, darkest energies are releasing. So many people are experiencing this. The portals are fully open. Now it is our job to ground these into the earth. I just got done taking a bath with Epsom salt and lavender, and then I put the essential oil vetiver on my palms and soles of my feet. Now the soles are called soles for a reason. They are portals. Same with the palms. Like a palm Sunday. You know, the palm are also portal openings into the etheric and energy. They connect the physical to the non-physical. So I put the vetiver and immediately went into a deeper altered state. And with the relaxing energies of the magnesium from the Epsom salt, I went deep into the void, deep into the stillness, and felt the heart expansion from there. So today I'd like to share a couple quick stories and then a couple quick transmissions about some things that have been happening. Now, I thank you all, too, for sharing what you're experiencing in the comments. This is helping many other Starseeds and Lightworkers through this transition, knowing that other people are going through similar things. And we're all feeling connected. We're all feeling the connection to this community, the community of Lightworkers, Starseeds, Wayshowers. So keep sharing. Keep sharing your stories, keep sharing your experiences and what you're feeling. Now, yesterday evening after work, I went to a nature preserve called Sandy Ridge. It's about a half hour from my home. It's like a birder's paradise. See many different kinds of species there. It's a lot of woods and then a big marsh area. And there's a bald eagle's nest there. So I saw the bald eagle in flight. Many spring peepers, which are these little frogs. It's breeding season, so there are hundreds and hundreds of them singing. It was like an orchestra. They have a real high, they're the ones with the high pitch. It's like, so there are several species chirping and singing their song. It's breeding season. So they're in high swing right now, so it was beautiful sound. There were swans. It was fully embodying the new earth. Many beautiful ducks and swallows and geese, and I did some photography. There were these ducks called grebes. They dive under the water for fish and food, and they were just swimming all around me. And then on the hike back to the car, I hiked for a couple hours, and close to sunset I was getting back to my car, and there was a marsh by the parking lot, and I walked around. There's tall dead grass, and as I came around to go over this bridge, right as I came around this corner, this magnificent sandhill crane was standing there looking at me. It was like I almost ran into him, and our eyes just met, and we just stood there and looked at each other. And normally a bird like that would take off, but I don't know if it was a male or female. I just call it he. You know, he was just standing there staring. And they have this beautiful red markings, and they're pretty rare birds around northeast Ohio. And he just continued pecking into the ground. He was pulling up some things from the earth. as I sat there and took many pictures, I probably took over 100 pictures of him, because and I just kept getting closer and closer, and he did not care at all that I was there. I got within a few feet. I probably could have walked up and touched him. But he would just sit there and do his thing, and then every once in a while just look at me with these, they were like orange translucent eyes, and I just felt this deep connection, heart to heart with this amazing creature. He was probably about at least 4.5 to maybe 5 foot tall. Real long legs. You see these cranes in a lot of the Asian paintings and that. They're really magnificent creatures. And then today, several days ago, I've been teaching an art called Kunlun for several years, and I've taught many people, but several people have stuck with me over the years, and I haven't taught in a few months because since the solstice I've had to kind of go into retreat mode to rebuild this avatar. It was from the solstice energies that hit. I was in the process potentially of transitioning out of, transmitting out of body. So I've been rebuilding my chi, storing the chi, so I have to kind of lay low until I fully integrated, and the avatar is at a certain percentage of chi energy. But a gentleman that's been training with me for several years, and he's trained with our Sifu, he contacted me several days to meet for lunch, so I met up with him at a Thai restaurant, and we started talking about the shifts going on in New Earth, and a couple of the other students that train with me, and we had a really nice lunch and great talk. And I go back to my store, my shop, and spent the rest of the day in the altered state, kind of coming in and out of awareness. And there was one moment I sat down and closed my eyes and went into the void, into a total altered state of consciousness. And when I came to, one of my clients came in, and then my brother stopped by out of the blue. He had dropped his daughter off, and then coming through the back door was another student of mine. Just said they were thinking of me, and I had just been talking about her with someone else that trains with me, and she said, I just was driving around and thought I'd stop in to say hi and see you and see what I was up to. And then we immediately started talking about the New Earth and these Ascension energies. And she was out in Sedona a couple months ago training with Jamie Price with the light language. So we spoke about that. So just another synchronicity. These are happening daily. More than I can even, I have hundreds of stories, but I could go on and on with this stuff. So something just to be aware of as these synchronicities come into your life. And I just thought I would share those couple things in the last couple days, because these energies are really going to bring on the synchronicities. Now today, of course, many 444s, and then 3773. And when I was with a student and my brother, it was 7:11 p.m. And my brother's he was born 71 on 11/29. 71. So that's 7-1. One of the first house we lived on a street called Sylvania. It was 117 something. So that comes up. We talked to Chief Golden Light Eagle about that, and he said it was just, it's from the higher realms to be aware of what's going on in that moment. So the first quick transmission is from many people have been contacting me too about the healing retreat and sustainable community in Vilcabamba, Ecuador. So this is coming to fruition. More and more people daily are contacting me that this project is resonating with them and they want to be involved. So we have acupuncturists, body workers, light workers, yoga teachers that want to be part of this mission, part of this vision that I've had for years. So thank you all for your donations and for your support through this process. So today, this transmission from Christy Dimensional. Now you can get in touch with her on Facebook. So many of us are still in a deep rewiring phase that began a week ago. My guide said that this is massive. Fear may be pushed up personally so that we release and birth into more 5D. We also have the planetary movements of energy, which have been very dynamic and can give a feeling of anxiety and unsettledness, or just weird feelings that are hard to calm down. It may seem confusing. You did nothing wrong, I assure you. Deep breaths. I suggest taking a break. Get out of the house. Get to a quiet place. Observe within and without. Then surrender. Allow the awareness to flow. We are deprogramming ourselves from old energy. The awareness will come. We can program ourselves out of having ascension symptoms and still ascend, yes. We can program ourselves out of any and all dark attacks on us, and we can program ourselves to not be affected negatively by the energy waves. Some of us are ready to do this. Just say yes and allow the awareness to come to you and what you need to shift inside to make this your reality. It's beliefs like, if I don't feel the energy waves negatively, I won't know what's happening planetarily. You will. Or if I'm not dark attacked, it somehow messes up ascension. It won't. Work through these. I'm so ready after years of having a very hard time with all sorts of energies. We are moving out of the polar-based expression of everything. Remember. So it's time to instill a pleasant reality for ourselves, and as we do, the ascension still wins. This is what has been coming to me recently. I am reprogramming mode, also being receptive to seeing the beliefs in the ways and gently loving them anyway. Let me know if you're feeling this, and please share your insights and feelings. We're all are turning it into 5D together. Love to you all. So yes, these are what many people are experiencing with these massive waves and uneasiness, uncomfortableness, but these energies are pushing us out of our comfort zone and pushing us to take us to the higher levels, the higher realms, these higher frequencies of 4D and 5D. And yes, we are manifesting daily the new earth. And we are on mission. So this is from Isis Channelings, the 4-4 Gateway, April 4th, 2019. It's a 4-4 gateway, bringing with it the higher frequency of 8. This gateway opens us to the rose portal of Mary Magdalene, the high priestess of Isis, and carries us to the Isis gateway, 8-8, the Lion's Gate. We are being called to surrender all preconceived notions about how, what, and where, so that the rose heart may lead the way in this year of 12, 3 Trinity. In the most magical, miraculous, creative of ways for us to serve Gaia in the highest good. As we set forth on the spirals of new creations from the rose heart, we call upon Mary Magdalene to guide us. May we all find our source of creation from within, spiraling outward to touch every sentient being of Gaia and Mother Gaia with love and conscious creation of the highest frequency of light in every eternal now. Be light in light. So that was from Isis Channelings. I am Paul from PrimeDisclosure.com, and sorry for the website being down. We were under a massive attack. I've had my IT guy working on it all day. This is just a sign that what we are doing is affecting the collective, and these attacks are coming from the last remnants of the dark forces, the dark entities that are still trying to hold on to that old 3D matrix. But we got this. Love has won. Never give up, never surrender. We are in this together, brothers and sisters of the light. We are warriors of the light. We don't back down. We don't hide. We transcend beyond fear. We live from the courage of our lion hearts, our violet flame, our sacred divine masculine feminine energies merging, swirling together, lifting us higher and higher up Kunlun Mountain to the peak, to the highest peak of freedom, bliss, joy, love, and truth. Have a beautiful and blessed rest of the 4-4 today, and into the coming great energies of these rainbow waves for the next couple weeks, as we ride these waves into the new earth, into the new Atlantis, the new Eden, Shangri-La, Shambhala, Paradise, the Crystal Palace. Have an amazing, beautiful, and blessed day. Namaste.